Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, where last episode we wasted a little bit of Delta V. Actually, I need to check exactly how much Delta V did we waste. Let me see here. I'm looking at the previous video. It is 258 meters per second, looks like. Okay, that's not too bad. 258 meters per second is acceptable. We're going to need to get this burn done. And, of course, the reason why that's acceptable, as opposed to a huge problem, is because we're coming in non-retrograde on Gilly this time. So we're going to save like 600 meters per second from the last attempt. I say attempt, it was a successful attempt from the last landing. We're going to save like 600 meters per second, so losing 258 is not that big of a deal. So we're going to get this burn started here in just a few seconds. We'll warp on towards that. And we'll burn it now. Excellent. So we'll get all this set up. Do we need to land at the same spot we did before? No, and it's probably more efficient not to. We could, but I feel like we really don't have to. So I'm going to physics warp this burn. This is going to be like a 3-minute burn. This is going to be one of our biggest burns here, for sure. But that's fine. So we'll just get ourselves in orbit over Eve, and I believe we need to do a spacewalk over Eve as well. So that's something we can do after this burn. That will be absolutely fine. We can have, I don't know, we could have all of them hop out, because I think maybe EVAs don't count towards XP. So I'm not seeing it in there. So we probably don't want that to happen. Okay, sounds good. So this burn will be over here in about 20 seconds. And we'll just come off of the physics warp at this point. And we don't actually care about hitting this orbit precisely. All we want to do is get retrograde enough to be in orbit. No escape trajectory. There we go. That'll do. So from here, we need to set Gilly as our target. But I do want to, before I forget, let's have Hadguard EVA. And that will complete this contract parameter. Apparently we didn't do that previously, so that's fine. And then we need to rendezvous 2 vessels in orbit of Eve. I didn't notice that previously. Well, that's not going to get done right now. I can tell you that. Maybe we'll do that on our way out? We could send like a communications satellite. That's a possibility. For now, I think that we're just going to land on Gilly. And we're going to need to go to the ascending node here, and we're going to need to burn anti-normal. And we're going to have to toss in some retrograde in that. Okay. So something along the lines of here. I want to change. Yeah, that timing is much better. Okay, so we'll do that burn there. That's only 79.6 meters per second, so no big concern there. We'll position here, and we will warp to that next encounter, or rather, that next maneuver. Perfect. So we're about 6 days away from that. We'll be there very shortly. Where even is Eve? There's Eve. Hi, Eve. How you doing? Eve is very purple. Well, that's not unusual. We should probably grab these in-space high observations as well. So we'll grab both of those. And we'll go ahead and collect all of this. And then we've got 50 seconds, so let's have Hadguard climb on out here. And Hadguard is going to reset these. We may as well rerun them as well. So we can position here, restore, restore, and then observe mystery goo. Keep that, and conduct material study. We'll collect this data and restore it again. And we'll keep that. We'll collect this data and restore it again. And then up we climb. And then we'll hop in. That will get stored in this module. And we've still got 15 seconds left before our burn. I like it. We'll warp forward a little bit here. And our burn begins now. We'll just change our heading ever so slightly here. There we go. Wonderful. So our inclination is swapping on over here. This is probably pretty close to close enough. but I do want to get our inclination pretty much bang on. So let's just get this last meter per second burned here. There we go. How's that? Perfect. So at this point, if we started looking for an encounter, what would it look like? Actually, no, I don't want to do that. Stop it. I want to change when this burn occurs. Okay. Hello. That's 110 meters per second. What's that encounter actually look like? I mean, this is Gilly, so we're not going to be able to do like any sort of gravity capture or anything from here. But we could bring that back a wee bit. Yeah, this is looking much better. That's only 4 kilometers. Let's bring that up to like 10. There we go. Something along the lines of that should be good. And we'll position for that burn, of course. We can close our service bay. And I've overshot here. Let's just get turned back over here. So 110 meters per second for our intercept. That's not too bad. And then circularization there is going to be something. I don't know what it's going to be, but it shouldn't be too bad, all things considered. And the landing will take almost nothing. So we'll just warp on over here. 16 days to go on that front. Scientific data from space around Gilly will be super easy to do. Planting a new flag will be super easy to do. So we'll get 2 of those done anyway. And yeah, I think we're going to want to send a comsat up, and then we'll rendezvous with the comsat and then head home. I think that's going to be the overall plan here. Should, in theory, be okay. But the comsat will probably be like a next episode sort of thing. We'll see how long it takes us to actually land, but with the physics warping on Gilly, it could take a bit. That's for sure. So we're going to get this burn done soon. This is going to be a pure retrograde burn, of course. And we're just going to warp towards that. 10 seconds to go on that front. And we'll burn it right now. Excellent. And all we're really interested in is getting this periapsis approximately here. Okay, we're going to burn this much more carefully from here. So, periapsis is currently 48 kilometers. That'll do, right there. Okay, so at this periapsis, we will go ahead and circularize. I mean, we could just go directly for a landing there. That is not what I'm looking for. So we'll do something more like this. Yeah, that circularization is a fair amount of DV, but this is also one of our last big DV expenditures, so it should be fine. Yikes. Okay, so something kind of like this. Ish? That's good enough. It's good enough. So we'll do something like that. We'll position for that burn. That burn is going to be in about 10 days. So once again, that's not too bad of a time warp. We'll position for that. And there we go. So we're off to Gilly. I don't know exactly where Gilly is right now. There's Eve. Gilly is teeny tiny, of course. And so it's very hard to tell. Okay. One day. And there's Gilly. Hi, Gilly. You snuck up on us a bit. We're just going to go ahead and continue to warp here until we can't anymore. There is a point where the game won't let us warp anymore when we're working with Gilly here. And, I mean, we could just land where we're at here. This is probably fine. We're over Midlands. Oh, I've overshot. What am I doing? Okay, we need to stop this. For some reason, I was thinking I was warping to maneuver and that it would handle it, but no, it does not handle it. So for right now, we're just going to kill our orbital speed, and I think we're going to come down here. This is basically on the exact opposite side of Gilly from where we landed previously. You can see we're going up right now, and we want to stop that for sure. We're going to physics warp And I mean, it's going to take us a while to get down because I overshot. That was dumb of me. There's no doubt about it. But we are still going to be able to be captured here. Okay. And I burned a little bit towards the ground there, but I want to go to surface retrograde. I want to kill the horizontal speed. So I want to be about right here. Okay. Let's kill that horizontal speed, which is currently like 7 meters per second. And let's get that mostly down. 3, 2, 1. Okay. It doesn't have to be completely gone. That's good enough. We're starting to go the other direction now. That's fine. We'll just switch to surface retrograde, and since we're 45 kilometers up, it's going to take us a while to get there. Actually, we would currently miss the ground. Let's hop to orbital retrograde. And let's just burn this down ever so slightly. So we're properly in orbit here. And in fact, let's just bring this down to 0. There we go. So now we're going to be landing. And we're going to move to surface retrograde here. Cool. You can see that we almost exclusively have horizontal speed right now. And we're going to go ahead and burn that off. And now we're in orbit again. Gilly is so weird. Okay. Well, we're going to have to let ourselves get a bit lower here. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, it's because of the difference between orbital and surface speed. So we're just going to have to kill our orbital speed entirely. And then just head on down to the surface. That's going to be what has to happen here. So we're going to do this. Our horizontal speed is what it is. At least for now. There. We'll call that good. We're basically straight lining down. And the horizontal speed that you see here is just the rotation of Gilly. So that'll be okay. And for now, we are going to position here-ish. And we're going to start warping down. So you can see here, we're like an hour away from the surface right now. We're going to warp down as much as it'll let us, but it'll only let us go so far. Okay, so we're at 100x currently. And with the rotation of Gilly, you can see we are going to be landing actually fairly close to our previous landing site, but not at the same place. We're not even attempting to land at the same place. So we're currently moving at around 11 meters per second. This is saying the suicide burn countdown is going to be in 3 hours, but that's not accurate while warping. It will very soon take us out of time warp here. 10 kilometers. 8, and now we're not allowed to time warp anymore. Perfect. So let's go ahead and physics warp down to the surface a bit. You can see here our suicide burn countdown is going to be in about 2 minutes. So that's fine. We'll continue to warp down to the surface. About 1.5 minutes on our countdown according to KER. And you can see our landing site here. Cool. We don't appear to be landing on a sheer cliff, so that is excellent. We don't have an EVA report here, so we'll go ahead and grab one. There we go. And we're about 50 seconds away from the KER suicide burn. I never quite trust this number, so we'll probably burn like 10 seconds early, just to be on the safe side. Give ourselves a little bit of margin there. We're only moving at 25 meters per second as well. Like, this is a super easy landing, right? So that shouldn't be a problem. This is in space near here, and we could grab these. We'll keep these. There we go. And then we'll collect all that data. And then we'll reset them after we land. So the suicide burn is going to be in about 10 seconds here, and we'll go ahead and start killing our speed right now. You'll notice I'm not burning at full speed. Okay. This is absolutely fine. Our horizontal speed is fairly high. That's a little awkward, but it's only 3 meters per second. I think it'll be fine-ish. Ish. Okay, we're out of here. Perfect. We're going to go into surface speed here. And I aborted that landing because we weren't going to be able to recover from the tip over that we did there. So we're just going to be in surface speed here, and we're killing our surface velocity. 0.5 meters per second. There we go. And we'll just flip this back, and now we'll be okay. No problem whatsoever. We're only 70 meters up. It's going to take us a little bit of time to get down to the surface, but we can physics warp that. And are we going to need to burn anything else? We'll see what our speed is looking like. Honestly, I think we're fine. No, not prograde. Retrograde, please. Thank you. There we go. Much better landing here. We're going to be on a bit of a slope. Hopefully we're not going to skid. Looks like we're good. Okay, so we haven't landed at the Midlands before. That's wonderful. We're going to have Hadgard immediately EVA. He's going to grab an EVA report and a surface sample. And then he's going to climb all the way down here and reset our experiments for us. We'll restore that. And restore that. And then we could actually grab these and store them. But I think what we're going to do for right now is we're going to come in here. We'll conduct the materials study. And we will observe the mystery goo. There we go. We'll get our atmospheric pressure scan and our temperature scan and our crew report, and we will collect all of that data. And then we'll hop back over to Hadgard, and Hadgard will restore these, and then rerun the experiment. There we go. And then collect the data and restore again. Collect the data and restore again. And then we're going to conduct the studies one final time. We have nowhere else to put the data, so we'll keep them there. We'll just close the doors and close the service bay as well. And then Hadgard will climb up, and he will store everything that he has. Whoa! He'll teleport up here, I guess. Good thing he's got an EVA pack. Okay. Good job, Hadgard. And now Hadgard will hop back out. We'll grab another surface sample. And actually, we need to collect any data that we can here. There we go. And then Hadgard will hop back in. That is now stored in the re-entry module. So we've got everything that we can scientifically there. Hadgard will hop back out, and then we'll move his parachute here. And then we'll climb on down this way. We'll pin this open for the time being. And the EVA pack will go... Let's see. That's the experiment control station. We need to deploy, like, the ionographer. That'll be fine. And we'll extend our ladder. There we go. And we're going to try to choose someplace fairly close to the lander here. There we go. I don't want to jump. No jump, Hadgard. Please don't jump. Okay, here is good enough. We're going to drop our ionographer right here. Perfect. Now, Hadgard jumping here is fine because we can just grab onto the ladder. We can grab onto the ladder. There you go, Hadgard. And then he's going to head on up, and now he is going to grab, let's see, the weather analyzer. Not that that's actually going to do anything, but we want a scientist to set up our science experiments. So that's fantastic. Okay. And no, Hadgard! No! He jumped! Well, we're going to have to jump back. We'll physics warp while he's having the time of his life. It's going to cover quite a lot of distance here. I really didn't want to jump. Okay. And now we're going to jump back. We're going to cover a similar amount of distance, I think. Not quite as far. Okay. That's another jump. And we missed the rocket. Oof. I'm very bad at this without an EVA pack, I'll be honest. I wish there was a way to stop the jump animation from happening. As far as I know, the only way to do that is to tap the button slowly enough. That's the only way I know of. Okay. I mean, maybe if you had like SAS off, but you kind of can't do that. Okay. So if we jump this direction, in theory, we should bounce off of the rocket. Yes. And then we can come... Well, that's going to take a while to fall. Exciting stuff. Okay, Headguard, yeah, head this way. He's probably going to overshoot a little bit, but this is fine. This is close enough. Yes. So he gets turned around here, and he can drop the weather analyzer right here. And then jump back. Oh, we have to go around the weather analyzer. But jump back onto the ladder. There we go. We'll grab the ladder. And up we go. I think we have another experiment here. We should have the ED monitor, the Guab ED monitor. That is this guy. So we'll go ahead and grab that. The Communitron and the passive seismometer as... Okay, so the passive seismometer will have to be deployed by Headguard as well. Not that we're really going to get much data from that. That is understood. And we'll just head on over this way here. I'm trying very hard to not have Headguard jump. Just kind of mashing the button. And here should be good. So we'll go ahead and drop the ED monitor. At this point, jumping back is fine. And up we go. We're going to need the seismometer. Okay. So we grab that, and the control unit can be deployed by anyone, as can the comms part. So that's fine. We'll probably have all of those be set up by Bill, is my guess. And we're just going to try to slowly make our way over here. And not have Headguard go flying off. That would be nice. Okay. So we'll put that in. Now he can jump. That is okay. Before we get in, this time I'm going to remember to put his equipment back on him, because that can get awkward when they respawn their equipment. I'm not a fan of that, but here we go. So we'll have Headguard hop on in here. There we go. And now we'll have Valentina EVA next, I think. And Valentina can drop off her equipment. Just real quick here. And Valentina, all she's going to bring is this. Whoa, okay. Rocket, please. Please switch to Rocket. Thank you. Because Valentina got out, the SAS actually turned off. And the gravity here is so low. Okay. Yeah, no operational pilots aboard, so we can't SAS. We just need to get this settled. Okay. I think we're going to be good here. Go on. Get those last legs in onto the ground there. There you go. This is fine. Okay, so we'll climb on down. We're rocking back up this way. Rocket, please. Can you not do this? Like... Ridiculous. Okay. Stay put. You gonna stay? No, you're not. Okay. Stay put. Valentina, climb down. We need you to go quick. Okay. Gotta go back to the rocket. That's not the rocket. The rocket really wants to tip over uphill, which seems very strange to me, but okay. Valentina, you gotta hurry here. No, don't do that. No, no, don't jump. Okay, well, Valentina's jumping. Maybe now the rocket is stable? No, it is not. Okay. So we'll hop over there. Just stay put. There you go. Okay, Valentina, are you done flying yet? She is not. We'll keep an eye on the rocket. We need her to plant the flag because I want her to get the XP for it. That's the reason why we're using Valentina here. Man, this rocket just really wants to go this direction, and I don't understand it. Stop. Just stop. Okay, stay put. Stay put. Let's swap over to Valentina now, and come on back, Valentina. There we go. Now back to the rocket, and we're going to try to hold the rocket here. It's drifting further away as it does this, but this is like physics Kraken stuff here. This is definitely physics Kraken, as far as I'm concerned. This is not how it should sit. Like, it should just by default sit here. There should be absolutely nothing causing it to push back this direction. Literally nothing. If anything, it should want to tip this way. It should be stable here, but it isn't. Okay, Valentina has landed. So we're going to swap over to Valentina here. Valentina, go ahead and plant that flag. We don't have time for you to make an inscription. I can't switch while she's planting. The animation has to be done. That's fine. That's fine. I can't switch. Okay. Oh, that was close. That was really close. We'll get that put back. Eventually. We're trying to move it back over a little bit here. Like, we can almost achieve orbital velocity with a reaction wheel here. That's insane. Okay, we'll position it here. Now we go back to Valentina. Okay, Valentina, jump for the ladder. That is not the ladder direction. We bounced off the flag there. Okay, we'll put this back while we wait for Valentina to finish tumbling. Any moment now, Valentina. Any moment now. There you go. So, jump. No, get up. Jump for the lander. And we'll swap to the lander, and we'll try to stabilize it here while Valentina's heading over. We'll try to angle it for her a bit. There we go. Okay, Valentina. Grab on. Okay. Climb! Climb! Once she gets in, we can turn SAS back on. But we're going to have to fix this first. There we go. Head on over. This is ridiculous. I'm not going to lie. This is ridiculous. Okay. Now, Valentina. Now you can get in. And now we can turn SAS on. There. Now we can have Bill EVA, and Bill is just going to go set up the rest of this. So, oh, I didn't move Valentina's stuff back into her, so it probably respawned. Yeah, that's fine though. We've got plenty of space here. So that's not a problem. We're going to move his EVA pack, and we're going to bring the Communitron. And with Bill doing this, actually... Oh, man. I was so distracted by this, I forgot Valentina had the control center. And now that bug means that we don't get a control center. I'm pretty upset about that. Because it just respawns Valentina's inventory here. Unless it's actually a visual bug. Okay, we've got the control center. Good. Now, we need to hop back in here because we need Valentina to turn that SAS back on. Stop it. Okay. Awkwardness has ensued. There's no doubt about it. But with the SAS on, we should be fine. So Bill will hop on over. And we, of course, need him to drop off the Communitron somewhere over here. It is about time to put a cut in here, though, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I can set up the rest of this off camera. That'll be fine. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'll see you all next time, where we are going to set up the rendezvous 2 vessels in orbit of Eve. That'll be a thing that we will definitely set up in the next episode. But a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Spartan News, Rose Valentine, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time. You might be able to hear I'm actually still setting up the the bits in the background. Okay, there we go.